this looks. Alright. Hey, what's up guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche, and I am here breaking weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buckets. 3/4 of the way, if not full. And yep, what's up Ray? How you doing? Ugh. Dang, I already see 3 thumbs up and I have not even started. That'll be number 4. What's up, John? Homer, what's up, bruh? Oh man, I'm still here at the shop. Started at 8 this morning and started pouring weights about 8:15, 8:30. I had to leave for the kids' deal for their 3rd annual how do they do that? Trunko, where they have the Halloween festival basically out of everybody's trunk kind of deal. So what's up, Emmanuel, Corey, John, Edgar, Miguel, Mr. FTW. I am still here kicking it here at the shop. Oh, and it's backwards. I thought it was over here. My bad. Let's see. I'm all talking to y'all and y'all didn't even see it. Hold on. There you go. Hey, what's up, guys? My bad. My bad. I didn't even pay attention to it till right now. Let me see. Just sitting down a little low. Let me get you a little higher and see how this looks. How's that? Why does it look so close? It looks way close. Hold on. Let's see something. Let's see if that looks better. Way. Oh, hell yeah. You know what I'm drinking. Any green LX Raptors? Yes, I have green LX Raptors. And I got 2 of them, looks like. I got purple, green, black, gold, red. Yep. Okay, no gold. Gold are the G2s. But I got black, purple, and green. That's what I can see so far from this angle over here and stuff like that. So, oh man, happy Halloween, everybody. So they did the oh man, it's a trunk where we do it out of the vehicles. That's what we did for the kids at the school. I actually showed up and gave away a whole bunch of koozies. The school, the way they had it set up was we showed up out there with the vehicles decorated. I didn't take my cameras with me because that would have been some pretty cool video and stuff like that, but also too, I didn't know how parents would react and I didn't get to ask. So I figured it was safer not to record, you know what I mean? It's crazy. 80-pound hollow core in orange. I want to say yes, I do. Yep. So now that most of y'all are on here, let me give y'all a little rundown of what I'm doing here. So that's one pile, and just give you an idea how big this. That's my hand right there. That's a slag I've been cutting off. That's 1 bucket right there, 2s. That's 12s. Another bucket of 12s. 3s. And another bucket of 12s. And I think I got another one. Nope. That's where the slag's going to go when I'm done. So you'll see how much I start with and how much I'll end with. And yes, my counter is clean. Thanks to my wife, she came out and cleaned up my counter, and now I can't find nothing. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to, but I'm definitely gonna do my best to keep it this way. So, yeah. Oh man. Oh. Yes, I know I got 80-pound in orange. I want to say I got it in tight line and in Gen 3 hollow core. Yeah. But now I got to go find everybody's paperwork and stuff like that. Customer called earlier or checked with me about a reel I was pulled up to him for him, and I don't remember how much his paperwork was, so I had to go looking for it, and I couldn't find anything. It's definitely all right. Gus had some. Okay, I don't know what those are. Oh man. Camilo, what's up, guys? I finally ate breakfast about an hour ago. Yep. But Jeff was kind enough to go get me a beer, so. Ah, that was good. That was good. Awesome. Good deal. That was that pin SDSC or something like that. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, we did that, but see, the school did it differently, guys. They didn't allow anybody to bring any kind of candy. The only kind of candy that was allowed to be given out or food that was served was there at the school, provided by the school. So, as far as I know, we weren't allowed to take any kind of candy of our own and stuff like that. So, I can understand that deal like that and stuff. Just never know, you know. I don't know. It was pretty nice. Like I said, it was about an hour. They had security there and everything, you know, and it was pretty nice until it started it was sprinkling, but heavy sprinkle, with big droplets, not little droplets, and so they kind of called it a little early. It was only about 15 minutes early, so it was nice. But definitely shout out to all the teachers and everybody who decorated their vehicles and everything, so it was nice. It was good. That sounds cool, bro. That sounds good. Yep, so today I started pouring weights, like I said, at about 8:45, 9 o'clock this morning after everything got set up, and I did not stop till about 6. It was almost 6 is what time I finally took my first break. It was definitely a needed one. I ate breakfast and stuff like that. They did make some coffee earlier, but I did not get any. Working in the back, I was actually doing pretty good with doing the weights because it's very physical doing that, but it was all right. I was supposed to pour out 100 pounds of 2-ounce bank, 3-ounce bank, 16-ounce bank, 20-ounce bank as well. So I got a good majority of it. I know the 12 and the 16. I did get that poured out. Now I just got to clean them. As for my truck, on the update on that, it was the forward, the eyelet's not even there. So it was a part of the truck in the forward by the engine. He said they got the name of it. Hold on just a second. So front differential actuator. So they only dealt with everything in the back. All of that is perfectly fine, except now we got to take it back up there to get that part done. Like we said, we couldn't really tell if it was actuating or not. because everything in the back was already messed up. But once they got it going, the 4x4 engaged and they could hear it and stuff like that, and it was working. You know, they sent me pictures of it engaging and stuff like that up there. However, once I came down here and it finally, you know, had real power behind it, since it hadn't had none in a long time, it's probably what set it off. So I'm gonna be sending it back, and we're gonna get it. Use for tuna, great fishing, scoop, spoon. I don't know about back to teachers or not. Car and Yep. Well, parents came out there and stuff like that, and they were allowed to give candy only from, like I said, from the school. Every time their bucket went empty, they went up and they had a collection point, or a point where they distributed all the candy that was provided by the school. So, like I said, they did have security there. That was in the parking lot, kind of overseeing everything. There was about 10, maybe 12 vehicles that were decorated for Halloween and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. The kids, they got to go play with all their friends from the school after hours, all dressed up for Halloween and stuff like that. They had moonwalks, and they had other things going, but basically all the teachers were on hand and stuff like that. So it was very, very organized. I liked it very much. It was pretty cool. So I'm glad the kids had fun, and it was kind of during the day. And now that the weather is turning crappy, we didn't have to worry about getting them out there at night and when it really gets crazy and stuff like that. So, what's up, Jacob? How you doing? Daniel, happy Halloween, bruh. So let's see how it goes. I've got quite a bit of cutting and cleaning to do here. Ooh, almost messed up my phone right there. So, yeah, they say we're supposed to have scattered thunderstorms throughout the night here. I heard that on the radio on the way back to work. Now that my wire's cleaned up, I gotta go, once I get through all this breaking the weights, because that's the other thing. We're breaking off big chunks of our lead in the back, but being a few guys short today, I poured out all the lead that we did have broken up. So now we're gonna have this scraps to start with in the morning, which will be probably 200 pounds, which would be good to start off with while somebody goes out there and jackhammers. Just hoping that it that it ain't raining in the morning, so that way we can do some jackhammering. So I did hear that the Stros game got canceled till tomorrow because of the rain. Excuse me. A lot of people were talking about that at the deal for the Astros, and that's why they were going to end up leaving. And then the coach, who's the baseball coach for the school, is all, hey, it got canceled till tomorrow. So he said everybody else trying to rush home, you know, can chill out and play a little bit more with the kids and stuff. So it was cool. My wife decorated the vehicle and had some pretty cool compliments today. I took a bunch of the Team Hard Life koozies out there, and with the kids' candy or the school's candy they gave to us, I was stuffing them into the cup holder, or the koozie, and I was passing them out like that and stuff. So it was pretty nice. One of the kids was like, "Mom, I got one." I guess they watched the channel, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. It touched me. It got me in the feels. So, yeah. I did get a reel in today. It was shipped to us from Capt.Eric under one of our customers' names. Threw me for a loop because I was in the back and they were up here, and they were like, you know, they were confirming that it came to us. And then I remembered once I saw Capt.Eric that our customer was having that shipped to us. It was supposed to get here Saturday, and it didn't get here on Saturday. So, but I'm going to see how many twos I have poured. I also poured out. I'll walk you out of the back here in a bit. You'll get to see all the spider weights that I got poured out. So Most of it was today. A lot of it, the 3s were done the other day, but I did the 4s and some 3s today. So I think we poured out 123 ounce total, and in the 4s, I don't have a count yet. So how'd your trip go, Mr. FTW? Was it good? Yeah. So what happens when you're pouring lead in, say, in this cavity, and it rolls over and goes into that one, and before you can move over to start filling it, it solidifies, so it doesn't allow it to stick. True that, Patrick. True that. Yeah. I mean, like I said, even though I was out there and there was a lot of, the teachers that were there, it looked like all the teachers from the school were on hand for this event, which was pretty awesome. And, the police security and stuff like that. There was a lot of parents that I've gotten to know throughout the years. And even some that I didn't even recognize because they were all dressed up. It was pretty cool. I did not get to go, guys. That was something that I was talking about in my live feed yesterday as I was working at the house. I was doing some cabinets at the house. I was sealing them up with rain dead right now. But no, this past weekend I found a bunch of leaders that were supposedly gone through, and they were still slipping, so I pulled most of the workers aside today, and I was showing them what I had found, so that way they know how I'm going to be inspecting the leaders. And we also found some work that wasn't up to par or shouldn't even have been done in the first place. But at least now they know we are aware of what's going on with the leaders, so that way they can see that it's not just it's not just going to be they are going to be the last person to see that leader. We are going to be doing our part to ensure we put out a great product, because at the end of the day, it is their paycheck. If we don't make any good product, we're not going to make any good sales. I'm not going to, I can't afford that. I've come too far. So oh, you got to meet up with him, Mr. FTW? Awesome. Yeah, I tried to, but by the time I got back from Port A, it was already almost 6 o'clock, and we had already had some family plans to get to, so I could not pass that up. And actually, what I'll do here, keep going with that one tool. Oh, what was that? Oh, no wonder. I was on a bucket, and it gave enough pressure to where all right, so I'm good. I'm good again. Yeah, if we had a bobcat, that would be cool. But in reality, I would rather take it with a torch, because I think we could melt down a lot more than we could jackhammering. Unless it was with something like that, then I would definitely have to have a somewhere safe to do it, so that way when it does cut it up, I can catch all the scraps. That's one of the things with jackhammering the way I do. I normally roll a tarp or something underneath it, and I think if we did it with a device like that, man, that would probably cut it through a lot faster, but I definitely would not be able to do it on my trailer. Probably would destroy my trailer. Wow. Well, that's good. That's good, Jacob. It looks like that's awesome. I mean, you've been putting in some work. All local, or are they shipping out on those orders, Jacob? Did y'all hear about a 5-pound, or like 5.5-pound pompano that was caught in Port Aransas the other day, or this past weekend? I know some of them were heading out today. Corey, actually, who was here on a little while ago, he's still on here. I wonder if he got to go fishing or is he already on his way back home now. I wonder if he can give us a report of how it was out there. Dang! That is a huge pompano, 5.5 pounds. Supposedly it's the new state record, or gonna be the new state record. That's awesome, Jacob. You're going international sales. Beautiful. What's up, CJ? JRR, yes sir. I am here clipping these weights, and I think we need to put some further back. Definitely don't want that to slide onto me. I did hear there was some great weather for some pompano fishing this weekend. I didn't, like I said, I wanted to get out there so bad. Okay, catfish. I need a little more input as to how big the catfish you're going to be trying to target. Are you going to be... I've never fished up there, but I just need to know the kind of size you want to catch. Also, are you casting far? Are you casting up close? Are you deep dropping there? I've never been there, boss. Daniel W, what up, bro? Yep. We had somebody wanting to buy your gunmetal today. I said I couldn't do it. He's already waited too long. So I thought I had 2 of the gunmetals there and only had 1, so I had to let him know can't do it. And I did not get to spool any reels today. Like I said, I was in the back pouring lead all day long. Yep, it wasn't for sale, boss. Couldn't do it. So, wow. Somebody once asked me if the Black Magic fighting harness was good, and now look at that. It's popping up as an ad on my channel. Are they watching us? Maybe. Hey, man. And if they can offer y'all discounts for putting that out on the channel, I don't mind. Maybe they can send us so we can play with some. All right. Good night, Daniel. You have a good night, Papa. We'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, big brother listening. Yep, hint, hint. Yep. Let's see if maybe they can listen to that we need more sponsors for the channel. Send us some of those harnesses so we can test them out, put them to the use. And if you notice, I'm kind of picking through the molds, because one of the molds, I have to cut them. They don't easily break off, but if they do, they leave too much on the bottom. They leave all this slag there, so I cut them right there pretty flush with the weight. But the other ones, they break pretty cleanly, so I just don't like picking up a tool and putting it down, picking it up. I just work with that tool until I'm completely done, and that helps me move a little quicker. Yes, sir. Jacked Up Leatherworks going international. Woo. Hey, Jacob, is this your first one going international, or have you already had some go international on sales? Oh, he might not answer because he's putting Daniel to sleep, but we'll ask him when he's back. That'll be cool. Cool info. The only thing about international is there's no insurance on stuff like that. I shipped out a reel, and I did it through PayPal, and then they claimed they never got it, so they got their money back, which really put a hurt on me because it was a 70 or 50 that I sold out there international. It was a long time ago and stuff. All right, I replied above. Ooh, I missed it. Okay, mostly small, but access to monsters. Like tips on is one of the world. Casting from boat mostly. How deep of water are you playing with? I replied over make your own leads. Yeah. Oh well. Wait till I walk you to the back. Like I said, this was just me pouring today. Like I said, I was still in the mix of everything else going on here in the shop. Occasionally, still having to walk up here, and also I was trying to avoid walking up here, so I did ask, if it was mandatory that I had to be at the front. If not, then Jeff would handle it. So I did put a lot of pressure on him today to allow me to work in the back and stuff. Okay. Redfish enthusiast. Which short was it, boss? I had one of mine go 10,000 views. Is the one of Gary when I was fishing with him at a tournament at Causeway, and that one went over 10,000 views in one night. I was like, yeah. Almost 625. Hey, dude, that's a start, Redfish. You got to start somewhere. When my first video hit 1,000, I was like, whoa! It's like it's working. So, yay, dude. One leads to another and goes on to another. So that is awesome, man. Good job. Let's see. You know what? Let me get through this bucket and I can clear it off mine. We'll check out your video short and see what you got on there. Looks like oh, there's one right there. All right. Well, earlier when I showed you this, that was full, but in another way, like the empty spot was over here. Now it's nothing but broken weights up underneath and a bunch of unbroken 2 ounces on top. There's the slag from the tray that was empty earlier, almost empty. I put it that was the bucket that had the 2s, no longer has 2s, and yeah, so that's what I've done so far. I'm gonna go ahead and move the slag over so I got a lot to work with. Definitely does make it easier when I have space. Alright, Redfish, let's check out your video real quick. A whole bunch of my clips came. They organized them for me, but they put them in a spot where I bumped them off. So, a tiny one about for 8. It'll happen, bro. It will happen. It'll just put up a bigger fight. But you never know, man, because some fish, like I said, not all fish fight the same. Not all sharks fight the same. I've caught a little 4-footer that ran like a 7-footer. Caught an 8-footer that didn't even feel like nothing was there until he finally saw the pier. Like he didn't even know he was hooked, kind of deal. So let's see. I'll go to another one. See if it'll come up for us. What was the title under on that one? Mac, that one's pretty good. 3,000 views in 4 weeks. That's pretty good. Really good. Let's see. Find this real quick. I see it. 5.6 thousand views. Nice. Dang, you're already getting up there with Salt Strong on your redfish video. That's sweet. Let's see what you got here. Hold on. Let's see what he's got. The one thing you do gotta watch out, boss, is when you use copyrighted music. I know it's a video short. It's been a little weird with the video shorts, but you gotta check to make sure you don't get copyrights or get hit with copyrights. You know what? I should have checked that. Let's see. Hold on. Go back. That's a lot of problem. That's what you always hear me talking about, like watching the copyrights, making sure I don't get screwed with those. Because the first time they did that, it put a hurting on me. Yep. See if I can go to your channel real quick. All right, you're at 15 subs. I don't even know if it'll let you do any kind of check with copyrights on there and stuff like that. But I know I got hit with that, and that's because I didn't even post the video public. It was a family quinceañera that we were up to, and I kept it private. And even the 13 people that saw the video, I got hit 13 times with copyright strikes. Yeah, so. Check out www.bensound.com. They got a lot of copyright-free music that they create there, as long as you put their website on the on your description. And the only thing I've been noticing lately with the music that I got from that site, it's been years. It's been 2 years now. On some of those, they're trying to get me the copyrights because new people are coming up with music or something using their sound and stuff like that, and then trying to come after me. But once I show them that I've already had that up for a year or two or even a couple of months, it shows that, you know, they can't touch me. So it just sucks that I have to keep going through that process. And like right now, I've got about eight copyright claims impending right now, because since they hit me with it first, I gotta defend myself instead of them looking at, hey, that was a year ago, 2 years ago. You know what I mean? It's weird. So here's several reply to what I missed that. Sorry, I was off this page. Back on there. Dang it! I got out. Hold on. I got out of YouTube real quick on the computer. I don't know how I did it that fast. Alright, back. And I missed that comment. Let me get back up there. Okay, yes, but you still don't make any money on those videos. Let me show you something real quick. Let me go to my YT studio. This is the behind the scenes, but let me go back and answer this. Call 36 and 40 inch down. Water depth 100 foot. Wow. Okay. Then you can smash those fish with an SX G2 series. Are you just dropping down, or are you casting out a little bit, trying to get away from the boat? If you are trying to do that, then I would recommend going with an MC. But other than that, the G2 series would handle those fish, no worries. Now, if you're trying to get them in quickly, because you got a small window to fish, then I would go with a 2-speed G2. But if you want all the bells and whistles and no worries, the Raptor, hands down. You can put 80-pound braid, straight braid on it, and just crank those puppies to the boat like nothing you've ever seen. It'd be awesome. So I don't know everything about how YouTube does it, but I'm going to show y'all on my YT studio of the stuff I go through. Let me pull that up real quick. And basically, I have to submit, you know, I forget what's a dispute. I have to submit a dispute. And yeah, oh, I got another one that this morning. I think I already dealt with this. Let me check this out real quick. Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a little rundown of what's going on. See, so here's all copyright claims that they have against me. Yet, back in 22, 21, 20, like years ago already. And they're barely coming up now. Like this copyright was, like I'm going to bring that up so you can see more. They just did this the other day. It should give me the date. Okay, so basically they give the copyright person 30 days. It's already been 7 days, but yet that video was already up since March of last year, or March of this year. I mean, and they just did it a few days ago. So it's obvious that my video already had the music before they even had it or even copyrighted it. And so yeah, and as you can tell, I mean, even way back to 2020, 2019, they did this one, and this was the other day. That one I let be because that one's my grandma's birthday. That was the last one she had when she was alive, so I'm not even I disputed it, but I also didn't fight it too much. That one I'm gonna let go just because I do want the music on there, so I let it go. And so this one though, like I said, it's the music I got from www.bensound.com, but now there's letting other people. And let's see, hold on. That's one of the music videos from, or the music deals from www.bensound.com. But now this person or this group made a new music using that video, and now they're trying to hit me with copyrights. Not gonna happen, guy. I've already had it. So right now I've got 8 of them posted on my channel that they are copyrighting against me. And yep, so now back to my regular one. True that. And actually I got to monetize this under my Texas taco that I created. This is another thing too, like the video shorts that I create, I used to be able to monetize them right off the bat on my phone the way I do all the other videos. Now I have to go through this deal making sure it don't have adult content, inappropriate behavior, violence, shocking content, harmful, dangerous acts, recreational drug use. See, that's another thing that they won't let you do, like show that you're sitting there smoking weed or doing drugs or anything. Enabling dishonest behavior, hateful, derogatory content, firearm related, sensitive events, death, war, or tragedy, controversial topics. Yeah, so yep, so it's none of the above. It's just me creating a taco. So I don't know. That's kind of the things I got to go through. I posted that one up yesterday, and it's already at 1,600 views. This is the one of Gary casting out. It's almost to 11,000 views. Yeah, 3,000, 1,600. Those are some decent ones. So, but yeah, the music that you use will come back to haunt you later. So, just pay attention, boss. If you can create it now without having any copyrighted material in there. Oh, that's what I should have showed you. Okay, so when you choose the copyrighted music on the video shorts, it doesn't allow you to monetize that video. I don't know how they're gonna. I've been doing a lot of videos like that because I was like, all right, cool, I can get with them. Yeah, your video may blow up because of that, but it's not allowing monetization. So I don't know how that's gonna work out for me later on. It's not a strike against you; it won't let you monetize. So. As I find out and I learn more, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, that's what's going on with YouTube and my channel. I hate this Roku deal. If it hasn't been messed with in 4 hours, it automatically goes to shutdown and stuff like that. So, no, I did not see your comment, E-Dog. Let me go back real quick. Just got an MXJ paired with a 10-foot rod, Nomad design braid. I keep backlashing. I'm not sure. Okay, that Nomad braid that you have on there, is that a solid? Yeah, exactly. No, you're right on that one. Who put that one? JRR? Yep. That, and they can do like, parts and skits of a movie, as long as it ain't over, a certain amount of seconds, that they can do that. But it was crazy because I got hit with a copyright as I was walking one of my drums into Causeway Pier, and it was music that was wind blown. The sound was wind blown from the end of the pier. And you can hear it because the wind was blowing that hard, so you can hear the music, and they copyrighted me for that. I was like, wow. So I had that section I had to delete off or mute the sound because of that deal that happened with that. Most in there, never seen that new videos on your website to do some boxes or whatever. All right, so Catfish, our shop number is 361-334-2171. We can do payment plans here, but also too on Tuesdays and Thursdays we do fire raffles, which means during that live period of being on the channel, I sell tickets at $20 a piece. You can get as many as you want, and however many people buy in during that time period. Say I do it for an hour or an hour and a half. But once that time is up, then I put the tickets up, show them to everybody so everybody can confirm their ticket is there. As you purchase your ticket, I show you your ticket so you can write down your number. But at the end of the day, everything is live. I do the drawing right there before the video ends. and it counts toward in-store credit. So it's basically same as cash in here, so you can buy whatever you want to buy without really buying it at full value. That's another way you can do it. Like I said, that is a chance. We've had multiple guys win who have never won before, so you know, and we've had multiple guys win multiple times. So it's pretty awesome. It really is. What we are also doing is of each of those drawings, we are donating 15% to our Christmas fund, where we intend on adopting up to 20 families. I'm shooting for 20 guys, so that means we got to come up with like 20,000 at least to be able to buy the needs that these families need for the holidays. You know, it may be clothes for school coming up on the next session, or they may have plenty of clothes but have no toys. You know, some parents, you know, I've been there, like, you know, depending on what time of the season, we have plenty of toys, and other times we got a lot of clothes and no toys. So, let's see. Told you that a long time ago, Mr. FTW. Yeah, you know, I'll help you any way I can, boss. Okay, B-Dog, on your reel casting a solid braid. Yes, that is going to be a pain. He got tired of being there and I was neglecting him. It's been a while since I took a drink. My beard was like, hey, I'm over here. Okay, I'm glad that I had that there because I just eaten lunch a little while ago, or breakfast, should I say. Yeah, if you're going to be casting, I would go with hollow core. Hands down, you'll get a lot better cast out of it, as well as it sits flatter on the spool, so you get more line capacity. And then two, you also, when you break off, you can splice back in and maintain your line capacity. That makes a lot more abrasion resistant than any solid braid I have seen out there. Now, there's a few that have been really cool, and I was like, man, this looks like some good braid, but still, I won't know until I actually fish it. But at the end of the day, I won't like it, because once I do break off, then the coolness will go away and I have to tie a knot. I don't like having knots in my system, especially after I am a caster. And when I cast out, a lot of these reels, you had to thumb the spool. Obviously now with the avets, I don't have to thumb the spool, so yep. Also too, if your line is snapping really quick like that, do you wet your line before you cast? That's very important. If you're not wetting your line on your first cast, every first cast, you need to wet that line. It creates a lubrication so the line doesn't heat up and burn off real quick on you, and that's where you get a lot of your breakoffs. Alright, Camilo, you have a good night, brother. Alright, catfish, yes sir. Like I said, check out those drawings, and if not, we do payment plans here. Normally we say it's 90 days, but I mean, if you get to know us, we are pretty lenient. But obviously first time buyers, we do encourage it, so that way you can build up a repertoire with us and we can grow from there together, you know. Yes, most definitely. You'll see in a lot of my videos that where I've wet the line, and I mean, I bomb the cast. I don't hold back. So yes sir. All right. Well, good luck out there at KMT, or KTM, sorry. Hopefully you catch some monsters. Yeah, a lot of those smaller reels like that, they definitely they got some great cast control on it. I've seen them, man, zero thumb casting out with a worm guide. They've definitely improved. There was one that Art Wallace got from somewhere, and he was showing off with it, and it definitely was pretty nice and stuff like that. But I would still go with the hollow core braid because, like I said, when it does break off, you can have knots again in your system, and those are what's going to slow down your cast big time when you are trying to get it way out there. So. All right, Daniel, you have a good night, boss. Definitely get with you tomorrow once I get here at the shop to take our next step with you on that reel. Didn't get a chance to get on spooling today. I was so swamped with pouring in the back, and I'm going to be with that tomorrow, but tomorrow I should have a couple extra guys coming in, so we will see. Ooh, almost pinched my finger. I have heard that like some hunting videos have been demonetized because of like any blood showing or something like that, so I'd watch out on that, boss. And or use of weapons, it's another thing too. Yeah, I've seen the only cast controls I've ever seen on Shimano is like the weight system on the inside or the braking system. But on that, you have to disassemble the reel to get to them and to work on them and stuff like that. From what I've seen, I haven't really seen anymore. Yeah. If you're getting it on TikTok, that's pretty bad. I thought that was the one that was like pretty much let you get away with anything. Oh man, I want to see how much weight I poured today on these twos. Granted, it's a rough estimate because we still got to go back and you see all this extra slag that's here and up around the head and in the eyelet right there. Yeah, I'm gonna need to clean all of that, but it'll be pretty close. I may lose an ounce or two well, overall the whole thing, but not too much. Most of them are pretty decent clean. You're right on that, KTM. Like, I don't understand that. Like, that is yet they will show that but not let you show, you know, how you feed yourself. I don't understand that. Like, wow. Yeah, that may be it. It's just the color, man. Maybe if you can do that section where they show the blood in black and white, you know, and everything else in color, then maybe it might work. You might just have to do a little bit more editing and stuff like that. So it may be just that, you know, a side of red. Jesus. FCW, what did you get banned for on Facebook for 3 years? That's wow. Like they actually put a 3-year deal. Oh, fake deer. Almost done with this tray. This will be in my twos. And I'm guessing it's probably about 80 pounds is what I'm guessing. So it looks like I'm about halfway there. I will do a rough weight here in a bit. Yeah, you know why? Because of roys. Redfish, you might have some trouble with that because of roys. That's the other thing too. If you love shopping in there, once they find out you're opening up your own shop, they will ban you from shopping in there. Any customer or any owner of another type of shop is not allowed in their shop, their store anymore. Called AOC, some choice words on her post. Who's that? They try to create a monopoly here. When I used to sell them my fishing weights, they didn't want me selling to any other tackle shop in the Corpus Christi area. I told them, well, if they want that kind of, distance, they would have to pay me $10,000 a month in purchasing product. Otherwise, I would not be able to do that. He said, why is that? I said, because you don't sell enough of my product for me to just only sell to you. People have learned that they don't like going to your shop. So because of that, I've learned that you can't be my only dealer. So because he wasn't my only dealer, he got upset and ended up finding somebody else who would copy my weight. Then he cut me out and then bashed me, saying I was some kind of drug user or whatever and couldn't keep up with his demand. Well, for your information, guy, 40 Outfitters puts out 10 times the amount of product you ever have with me. And they never have asked for that, only that I keep them supplied and they rock and roll with our tackle. And now that my channel's blowing up too, obviously they get the free advertisement that comes along with doing business with me because they are good people. So I'm happy. I am just fine. So. Oh, I've had some crazy run-ins with them. Supposedly some guy a few years ago, he bought one of our shop hoodies over here, went to Roy's claiming he was a Team Hard Life member and was trying to fight one of his customers in his store, and he kept saying that who he was, this and that, and I never knew about anything until after everything was said and done. And I walked back into his store, like I think it was a couple of weeks later. I was buying some braid because I was completely out of braid. So I was paying full value for the braid to put it on our customer's reel, but I was taking the hit just so I can keep my customers happy, so they wouldn't have to go and deal with them myself or themselves. And they told me that if they could talk to me outside, and I said, yeah, sure. And I walk out, and they're like, you can leave the premises now. And I was like, did I do something wrong? They're like, no. I was like, well, then why are you telling me to leave? Like I was probably almost $4,000 worth of braid sitting on the counter. And they're like, my workers will put it up. We don't need your support. Like, wow, like that? And he goes, yep. You can leave now. Like, and they all walked out like if I was some kind of thief or something like that. I was like, wow. I was like, all right. I didn't find out a couple of weeks later that what had happened. And I was like, well, they didn't want me in the store. I'm not going to go back if they have that kind of malintent, you know what I mean? But I ended up meeting the guy that supposedly all of this happened with, and he walked into my store. I didn't know who he was, but we just started talking. I started helping him out and this and that. And he said his name, and I was like, all right, nice to meet you. And met his brother, and nice to meet you too, and kept working. And then he brought up of how he used to go to Roy's and, you know, all that until all that happened. But I guess, I don't remember exactly how it worked out on his behalf, but he walked into my store and remembered all of that stuff. And we started talking, and I was like, well, if it's you, I said, show me who the guy is, and I'll kick him off my team today. Like, you know, and we'll go from there. So I started showing him pictures of my teammates, and he goes, no, it's none of them. I said, well, then it wasn't my team. I said, look at this shirt, and I zoomed in on a shirt where it said Team Hard Life across the front. I said, did they have that shirt? And he goes, no, it just had the little logo. I said, that was just a customer who came in and bought the shirt, man. I said, I can't control what they do when they're wearing my shirt. That's why I'm real specific on the way I design my Team Hard Life shirts. That way they're different from just anybody coming out here and buying a shirt. So he goes, wow. So, well, I don't know who's the top seller for Penn, Shimano, or Avet, but I do know I sell a crap ton of Avets. I really do. And it is, put it this way, pending Avet sales right there, and or Team Hard Life rods. These are the Avets that have sold in the last, I think, 4 months. Multiple of them have multiple reels in there. We keep track of all their serial numbers, so that way if they ever have to file a claim, like for insurance, say their house gets broken into or whatever, then we are able to prove to the insurance company how much they paid on that. So, all right, so there is all the twos right there. I mean, that's a lot of twos. I mean, that's a little over a pound sitting right there in my hand. And yeah, so this whole tray is full of that. I'm gonna have to move that to the back. Or actually, you know what? I'll put it in the bucket just so I can keep working over here and we'll weigh it out in a bit. Oh, missed a couple. Yes, we do. Yes, we make half-ounce weights. And yeah, you can buy in bulk too. Now I'm going to break apart my 12 ounces here. Well, actually, what I'm looking at doing for those envelopes is actually put them in a divider that has them by name, because I was trying to figure a way, you know, doing it by year, but that's not going to work because they ain't going to know what year they probably bought it if it didn't happen that year or last year, you know what I mean? So put it this way, and to kind of go back to your deal about the reels and why they don't care or they shouldn't care, one of our subscribers here wanted us to sell accurate reels. They even got me the point of contact for accurate reels, and I supplied all my info, and he said, oh, no, we can't, you know, after everything was said and done, he goes, nah, he saw you're too close to Roy's and we cannot, you know, sell to any company, you know, within like a 30-mile radius or something like that. And they tried to do that with me with Avet, but I was already in there as a dealer and as, you know, a sales rep for them. So, but I am strictly pretty much here, nothing but an Avet dealer. Yes, sir. Got a lot of guys that are making payments and or they're waiting specialty items. We're getting caught up on a lot of them too, so as reels are coming in, so. Get through these buckets real quick and I'll walk you out of the back, show y'all all the ways I got poured. Just got to go back and clean them all. Like, this is just the rough break. I'm just breaking off the big slag so that way while we're jackhammering on the lead, we can have a little window to jackhammer and pour weights at the same time. So. To me, it's pretty quiet in here. Let's see. I don't see any fresh comments in there, so I'm going to refresh the channel, so maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, I definitely missed. Hold on. Let me get back up there real quick. Yes, still. It is quiet. There you go. Yep. Sorry, sewing up a new notebook cover right now. Good deal. All right, Jacob, now that you're back, is this your first international sale, or have you already had some before this going out? Not your first. Oh, all right, Jacob. Yeah. Just had to ask, bro. That's awesome. Whoa. I was talking about how. Well, see, the Mako shark on the beach, most of these guys that I've heard weren't even running bait that deep, 600 yards maybe. Caught them real close. And black drum or sheephead for bait. That's crazy. So yeah, it does, boss. That's why I like to show a lot of the steps in progress. Obviously, the actual pouring I don't show y'all yet because that's a way I developed of pouring our lead and our weights here so we can make a lot. Yeah, what I'm breaking apart here are 12 ounces. Those are the banks right there. As you can tell, I got a lot of slag there, so I got to clean that up, and the eyelet. So, he does do knife sheaths, but not holsters yet, I believe. Okay, did you catch those from shore or off a boat? We're talking about doing it from shore. Hey, where's my nice sheet at? I know it's somewhere here. Oh, it's right outside the warehouse. Got one of the ones that Jacob made for me a few years ago. Still rocking and rolling over here. Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen a Mako in person. I've been on a boat where they've jumped a few of them, but we never got it close enough. But I want to do it from shore because that's one of my bucket list fish, to do it from shore. So. Now, don't get me wrong, if a great white wants to bite, I'll take that one too. You know, like I said, I'm gonna shoot for the stars. If I hit the moon along the way, I'm all right with that. There you go. Jacob, how long have you been doing leather work, boss? If y'all don't know, guys, Jacked Up Leatherworks here on our feed here is our sponsor for the channel and has donated many gifts to our channel for our subscribers, and has also helped with many of the fundraising events that we have done here. So if you haven't gone to check out his channel, and y'all need to go check it out, that's for sure. If my 80 Avet can handle a manta ray for 3 hours and never even heat up, I'm pretty sure a great white wouldn't even stand a chance. And that's some bold words, but if anybody has ever fought a stingray, knows the power of what a 4-footer is compared to a 4-foot shark. Yeah, big difference. A 4-foot stingray, wingtip to wingtip, would just demolish any any 4-foot shark out there. It doesn't matter which kind of shark it is. But a manta ray, that never sits down on the floor. Like, they will coast like this sideways, just just chilling. Once they get the power back, then they take off, and yeah, it's amazing what they can do. So, all right, second bucket is done. Those are the 12-ounce banks. Back up a little bit. That should be 100 pounds right there. That's the slag that I took off of them. The bucket that I started with that was almost empty is now almost full. I only got maybe one more dump or two more dumps in there, and then I'm gonna have to go to another bucket. So that's where the 2-ounce banks came into play. Oh no, I got another bucket of 12 ounces. No, that was only half of them. Just kidding, guys. I knew I poured 12, but I knew it was supposed to be 100 pounds. I just need another drink. Give me a look. All right. Nice. I have fought a 9-foot plus tarpon on a Shimano TLD 15 with tiger braid. Actually, no, it was monofilament. It was a 15-pound monofilament, a Andy clear blue Actually, I still have some of the spool in here, I think, if I haven't ran out of it already. But yeah. That one was, I had it done too. I had it all the way to the pier in an hour and 15 minutes on Bob Hall Pier. And yeah, that stingray that broke that rod was only 5.5 foot across. And that was a unlimited rod right there. So. Yeah, I had that one overly spooled because all I did was use it for the sideline. And yeah, but that was also the same weekend that I landed my first tarpon. Caught 4 jack crevalle, 4 bull reds. Also, I broke my personal best on shark 4 times over in one weekend. Up until that point, I think I only had like a 6-footer, and then I caught a 6.5 foot. I think it was a blacktip, and then I caught a 7.6 hammer, 8.3 hammer, and then my 9.5 tiger, all in one weekend. So yeah, I was on fire that weekend, needless to say. So. And I was landed the tarpon, had my little brother and my good buddies that were out fishing with me had not been passed out in the trailer home or the mobile home that they had there. I would have landed it because then I would have had somebody that knew what the hell they were doing on the net. Now don't get me wrong, the guys that helped me out or tried to assist me hadn't panicked and tied the rope to the net or the rope from the net to the pier, we would have landed it. Because when they dropped it down, the hoop was just this far off the water and the tarpon bumped right into the net like that. Now my net 4 foot across and the tarpon was like that. It was over twice the size of the net. I was like, Jesus, that's 9 foot at least. And yeah. If I would have had that fight on YouTube, I would have been in the millions. I'd be in the millions, without a doubt. It was so awesome. It took me all the way down to where the knot that was tied to the spool showed through the inner layers of the monofilament that was left on the reel. So that means I probably only had like 8 or 9 feet of line left on the reel before I got spooled out. Before I finally turned it. KTM, are when you're catching your sharks, are you doing this off a boat with that 80-pound line? And how big are the sharks, boss? Amen to that, brother. You gotta crawl before you can walk. Yes, sir. I don't know what's going on with my channel right now, but right now it's lost in it's sitting there thinking like, should it work, should it not work? Let me see. There it goes. Well, there goes the commercial. Let's see if it'll actually upload this time. Yes, on a boat, hammerhead and sandbar 8 to 10. Yes, they're all on 2 times. Oh, nice. I think my biggest hammerhead offshore was 911. It was a scallop hammerhead, and actually It was just a few. Actually, it was real close to breaking the state record on the weight because it was huge. I ended up feeding like 15 families with it. We wanted to release it, but it got hooked in the gills, and the gills were all ripped out. And I mean, it left a huge blood trail. And I was like, "There's no way this shark was going to make it." So, and even like as I was trying to see if it would swim off, it didn't even make it. And the fight was pretty quick. Like we boated it pretty quick on a 9-aught. We got it to the boat in like 15 minutes or something like that. I think can't remember what kind. I think I had like either 60-pound or 80-pound mono on the reel at the time. It was back when I wasn't using a whole lot of braid yet. You ought to do it, boss. You just never know. And actually, if you're gonna do that, enter in like carp and trout and redfish, because you just never know. If you hook one of those, man, you can take that big old pot. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Well, if you get one of those tagged reds, you're in a boat with the truck. I'm just saying. For CC, I don't know what top prize is. I know for Sharkathon, the shark division is 20,000. I don't know about any other division on there. Yeah, the same thing has happened here with Texas. There's a lot more sharks that are protected here than they've ever really announced that we have in our waters. And a lot of it had to do with the shark tagging program that they had going on. A lot of us fishermen were out there thinking we were doing a lot of good, which we were, but also too, it enabled a lot of these protective measures to come into play, because we started showing them that, hey, we're catching these types of sharks out here and releasing them, and they were surviving, but still they had to come up with that dumb rule of using non-offset circle hooks on them, because now they're protected species and stuff. Yeah, the redfish kills a lot of the fish, but it doesn't mess with the sharks. And that will also change up the way you fish for sharks too, because they change up their feeding habit as well. They don't feed so aggressively. That's about all I'll give you on that one. Yeah, we've been real blessed out here not to have red tide going on. That, and also too the bad sargassum and stuff like that we normally have. Oh, it would come in by the islands, huge islands. Right. Oh wow. Oh, they went into that protective mode that you can't keep any flounder. Is it no geeking for flounder or no floundering at all? I mean, you can't fish for them either. I don't know, boss. Now, black tips is pretty good eating. I do love eating some black tips. And every now and again, the whole family would get the urge and send me fishing. But I don't want to go. Never have I ever said. somewhere in there. I'll have to go back and find it, but right now, November 1st through December 14th. God, I hate that. Time to see if it comes through that. Yep. Especially if you're fishing the beach. If you're fishing from the pier, sometimes it's doable, and then other times it just isn't. Well, I know it's breeding time, but I remember there was no gigging for flounder during that period of time, but now it's like no fishing for them at all at that now. Jeez. Wow. So how'd y'all do, MB? Did y'all catch anything while you were out there? One bull on a ring. That's nice. Yep. All right. Yeah. You posted up about that. Well, at least you didn't get skunked, man. It's a lot of hard work to go out there and not turn the click, you know. Kind of pathetic. There's the threes. Right now I only have one mold to pour 4 at a time, but I got to do 150 pounds, so I'm like nowhere near where I need to be for that. There's a slag broken off of that, and my bucket is almost full right there. So I got to do the 12s, and I think that's it for the day. This is definitely some weight on here. Oh man, what kind of weed was coming out there, Andy? And was it on the surface or was it on the bottom? Like fan coral. Wow. Did you get any pictures of it? Wow. I'm wondering if that has anything to do with the large palms that are being caught right now too. Wow, so you're pulling in the whole reef. How far were you running bait? Yeah, it could be. It really could be. That ain't too bad. Almost got the. Hey, man. Was that a LX pulled up by us? Dang it. What line did you have on there? It's clearing up Sunday morning. Dang it. Did you do straight 80-pound test line on the LX? I don't know. Oh, okay. So why didn't it get? Did it finally break, or did it get loose? Why didn't he? Why? What happened with that fight? The water temperature has got to drop to, I think, 64 before they start appearing over here, if I wasn't mistaken. Like I said, the guys that I've talked to that have landed them says that they caught them up close, like 600 yards out. No, it's actually, it all, from what I understand, it all just depends on the temperature of the waters. But all right, so that's the rest of the 12s. That should fill up that bucket, which will take it to be about 100 pounds. I'm definitely not going to put the rest of the 12s in that bucket because I could barely move it earlier. It's easily got to be 50 pounds or something. But let's take it to the back. Let's see what I got. Let's see what kind of thing. Grab my scale because we got more light in here than in the back. Just put it on there. If it does scale out for us because hold on. All right, there we go. There's the bucket that I just finished cleaning. Actually, you know, that's one of the early. Oh, I broke the handle off. Nope, I ain't got it. So that tells me that's over 70 pounds right there. So the bucket should weigh 2 pounds. Let's see. Let me put this other one on there. Yep, right about 2 pounds. So that's 70 pounds in that bucket. Let's see what this one says. $65 and $70, or actually 63. I gotta write this stuff down. 70, 63. I'll show you all my invoices here in a second. That's 12-ounce banks, 3-ounce banks, banks, 25 pounds. Ounce banks. Oh, that's definitely over 70. Yeah. So let me do this. Where's the other bucket at? So 68 right there. So 66. You got 12 right there. 78 pounds total right there for that. And yep. So y'all can see how much lead that is. Imagine how much that bucket weighs. That now it's almost full. Like it's really almost full. Also got that tray to put on there. But I'm gonna show you what we were working on today. Yeah. That's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. Looks like 5 deep. That's 5 deep through most of the deal. That's I think this is all 3s, and then the 4s are over there or something like that. I gotta talk to Marker. If not, I want to say these are the 4s. But yeah, 3s and 4s right there. There's some more pyramids. There's some more surf weights. Yeah, we got a lot of weights here. Oh man! We already started bagging up. That's 75 3 ounces or 4 ounces right there. That was for a causeway earlier. Got all these weights over here that we still got to get to the table. That's 1s, 3, 3, 4 ounce claws right there. Got some more 1 ounce under there and stuff. A mixture of weights right there. And then those are the 20 ounces that I told you I was pouring. 20 ounce bank weight right there, guys. And there's 42 to 45 of them. I may have lost count, so I did a few extra racks just to make sure I was covered. So, yeah. And there's my crane. But it only works if I don't have to pull like this way. I gotta pull it straight up. But at least now I know where I'm at on lead and on numbers, but I still gotta work on the pour. So I think that will be it. And actually I gotta look for some paperwork because I had customers call me earlier asking me about some pricing on pulling the reels and stuff like that. So I gotta get to that. But all right, guys, y'all have a good night. I definitely put in some work tonight. My hands look lovely. Got to get it done. So, yeah, straight up look at the sky before getting right on. Oh, yeah. So, there you go. Yeah, but even then, there's times where cast outs don't even work. It gets too crazy on that. So, but all right, guys, I gotta go. I gotta look for this paperwork and still try to get home and shower, eat dinner, and I might throw a coat of paint on that cabinet or the living room closet that I was working on. I went back, sanded it all down because I reused some sheetrock from the other portions of the wall that we tore out that was still salvageable, but yeah, it ended up kicking me in the butt because now I had to go down and resand it so it looked good. So now it should look nice. Oh no, I can't even paint. I won't be able to do anything to that wall other than throw a light sand on it just to make sure everything's good to go. But I'd rather just do that in the morning. No reason to make so much noise, especially this late at night. If it was painting, I could do that quietly, but I can't do sanding and everything else quietly. It's too loud. But all right, guys, y'all have a good one. Y'all have a and y'all, like I said, our number is 361-334. If you have any questions, give us a call. We can definitely work with you, and we do offer payment plans and go from there. So y'all have a good night, man. Let's see. The shop is opening up.